Miss out on this year's MetroCon? Couldn't check out all the awesome events? Then RVT has got you covered. Join the Shades as he presents all the events from this year's convention. What's more, we'll have a live commentary with the cast and crew of the events, sharing backstage stories and more. Here's the lineup. Week 1 ignites the heart with the Metro Fire Show, Kingdom Hearts. Week 2 is on the hunt for ghosts with the Star Party, Spoopernatural. Week 3 looks for hopes and dreams in the Rhythm City Chronicles. Week 4 is all the last with Metro Night Live. Week 5 is a special concert with Caleb Hiles and Jonathan Young. Week 6 is Getting Swifty with the Rick and Morty Stunt Show. Week 6 is Saving the Day with the Superhero Comedy and Stunt Show. Week 8 stops crime at the Fantasy Masquerade. And finally, Week 9 wraps it all up with the Anime Human Combat Chess Match. So come check out the Shades YouTube channel every Monday night starting at 8 p.m. Eastern for all the exciting action. It's MetroCon. Keep the gear turning on.
Superhero time starts now.
Into the midst of this conspiracy steps a small group of heroes. Their adventures will take them far to the north and into the heart of the Empire. They will be both Catspaw and Foil. They will be embroiled in politics and war. And they alone will save the Empire from its greatest enemy, the enemy within.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Enemy Within, live here on RVTV. How are y'all doing, everybody? Yes, folks, it's time for an exciting night of TRPG action here on RVTV. I'm the Shades, and I got the boys with me. I got Matty Jay, Mike Shell, BioHybrid, Mildra the Monk. Guys, how are we doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good. 2 days away from well, not even that, just a little bit over, 36 hours before I fly off to a different place I've never been before in my life.
Yep. You'd have fun.
Just nerve-wracking, I must say.
Oh, you dealt with it in Florida.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, before we get started, we got to address something, because I noticed some conversations in the Discord server earlier today regarding our current streaming location. And considering the kind of content that we do, the kind of language we use around here, I kind of think we need to address this. But we have to do it in a way that only we could do. By ripping off somebody else.
Oh, you know, like you do.
Like you do. So we've prepared a speech. This is an RVT.
We've prepared a statement.
We've prepared a statement. This is an RVT special report.
All right, so do I go now?
Yeah.
I got the thing here. All right, here we go. Good evening, my fellow Americans. Wait a minute, I'm Canadian. What is this?
Just read the
Never mind.
Call it Earthicans.
Hello, Internet. This past week, RVT Entertainment was informed by Google that Google, YouTube Red, and YouTube Television is drawing the line on standards and practices as it relates to RVT programming and RVT Entertainment. In the future, we need to be careful about what we do and what we don't do. Again, RVT gets in trouble anytime that we do something fortuitously. Therefore, the following is the standard and practices that RVT Entertainment promises to adhere to.
Okay. From the hours of 9 to 10 p.m., we will only use the words ass, damn, and hell.
Sir.
From the 10 p.m. to the 11 p.m. hour, we will only use the words ass, damn, hell, and bitch. We will never, however, use the words shit, fuck, goddamn, Jesus Christ, faggot, or any other racial or sexual slurs.
Oh.
Now then, as it pertains to video, we promise there will be less dick references.
Ah, shit.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, God damn it. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
Anyway, there will be less penis references.
Oh, and one last thing. Even though many of you believe that long ago the favorite pastime in the oral office is swallow the leader, I did not. I repeat, I did not sleep with that young intern. As a matter of fact, I was up all night. Cut that. And that's it.
Boom, boom.
We should make that. We should make that a video all itself.
If we were all in the same room together, we could. You know what,
God.
Maddie, Ranger stop. Ranger stop. We're doing that.
Oh. Okay. Agreed. But easy gets to be Sean.
Oh, all right.
Fireball, the kids are asleep right now.
Honey, you do realize
Hang on.
you're nice reference.
No, Easy's doing it. Easy's doing it.
If I'm standing there.
Oh. I just realized something. What if Shauna was with us? What if Kate was with us and she's our China, just standing there?
Oh.
No, I would
Maddie,
be
bring
hung-
one of your belts.
Oh my god!
It'd be difficult. Your forehead's not big enough.
Oh. You know
Now,
what?
this
All she has to do literally is hold one belt and have the book in the other hand.
Yeah, there you go.
Now this is all Shade's idea. Me and Maddie, on the other hand, we're gonna do George Carlin.
Oh yeah.
But
With our fan base, the reaction speaks for itself. Hairball was going crazy in there. But yes, and if you don't know, the 7 words you cannot say on television: shit, piss, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits.
Yep.
And if you want to go
Thank
further
you.
in there, we could go further, but that's the main 7. Let's not drag this on any longer than we have to.
All right. Anyways, so when we last left off, you guys were on a coach to continue your investigation and more importantly get out of Averheim, because, well, with the announcement that the Empire is going to war in the north, you have a lot of people who are either very eager or very stupid lining up to join up, and that's caused a few scuffles when you've got commoners who want to go and you've got minor nobles who also want to go, and and the argument gets to who's lining up first. I think you can imagine where that ends up.
Yeah.
Now then, since we are officially in Act 2, there are a few things that I need to go over. The first thing, the idea of the war in the north. A warlord from Norska, Surtha Lenk, is invading the Empire and is currently stonewalled in Ostland. Emperor Karl Franz is assembling a counter-army with the Reichsguard and private armies from Averland, Wiesenland, Steerland, Tabakland, Hochland, and Middenland. We are headed up to Middenland, but it's not to join the war effort. Marcus Bearfaust has already left to head north, and brought the Averheim garrison along with him. And of course, a lot of nobles have pledged money to help with the supplies, even if they're understocked on gunpowder. Second, when you had left, Luminary Mauer had suggested that a sufficient divine power, like the sacred flame of Ulrich, could purify the bell clapper you found from those Skaven. It's based on the divine magic theory of his colleague Robertus von Oppenheim, which is a bit of a it's a bit of a crapshoot because even the College of Light hasn't figured out a way to purify artifacts. Instead, they just put him in the same place the Ark of the Covenant is. But he did give Arsteo a letter of recommendation in order to ask for von Oppenheim's help. And third, Frederick von Kaufmann, the angriest successful businessman in the city, believes that his old rival Wolfgang von Aschenbeck is the culprit behind the stolen gunpowder, given that both of them have attempted sabotage and foul play on each other's business ventures. So the idea of him hiring mutants to do some dirty work isn't out of the realm because, well, who's gonna believe that story that mutants stole my gunpowder?
It's almost as bad as my dog ate my homework.
Mm-hmm. And finally, even though she'd rather shoot you than know you, Adele Ketzenblum, the witch hunter you met during the garden party, and Falco tried to meet later on, which didn't go well, as you recall. She made a manuscript copy of some of her notes, and her suspicion that either Kaufman, Mauer, or Bearfaust is a traitor and a heretic.
If someone wants to shoot me, she's helpful.
Well, she's a witch hunter. They're naturally paranoid.
My point still stands.
But this is what was contained in the notes. 1. Templeman was last seen in who was the guide for Kaufman's expedition, was last seen in the company of 2 of the expedition's sellswords, both of them veterans of Third Black Fire and formerly under the command of Bearfaust. 2. Templeman had 3 separate warrants for his arrest. Von Kaufmann used his influence to bury all 3 of them. Also, one of her agents was able to recover a map and a scrap of journal that apparently indicates where to find a dark powell most foul in the Southlands. There are annotations in Luminary Mauer's handwriting. The Southlands expedition employed a high elf pilot. In the weeks after the expedition, that said elf has started asking questions about a jade effigy that was brought back, but he's been stonewalled. And the Black Cowl has consolidated control over the underworld in Averheim. The last notable criminal to flip was Frederick Gross, a minor thief and errand runner, and unfortunately the guy you inadvertently helped get out of the city.
Great. So already
Grab it in, why don't you?
Right, so already we're off to a fantastic start.
On the plus side, you did learn that Gross, the reason why those Skaven were able to get in and out so easily is because the main entrance to that end of the sewers was past the tanneries. So Gross paid off Dieter Jokuntz and Linus Atzwig, the two tanners, which is why you saw them not doing shit. She also speculates that the Black Cowl is the culprit when it comes to the gunpowder. Probably has had it transferred a few places after it got taken by the mutants.
Glad to know we're not the only ones who see this foul plot unfold.
Yes, it's a regular gunpowder and treason plot.
He's looking around going,
what?
So, do I get the murder people now?
Oh, it's fun. It's funny. You should bring that up.
Uh-oh.
Because, as I said, we are heading from Averheim, which is right here, all the way north to Middenheim. This is going to be a long and arduous journey. It also gives us a opportunity to utilize a certain set of rules. Gentlemen, if you would look in the if you would look in the Google Drive folder, you'll see a thing called travel rules.
If I know we were going to be pulling that up, I would have done so already.
All right. Now, this is going to determine if there is a friendly or a hostile encounter on each leg of the journey.
Ah.
Now, first off, we have the first leg, which is from Averheim to Wurtbad. And hold on a moment, let me see. Oh yeah, it's right here. So let me do a little bit of drawing. So we're going to cross the River Aver, then go up past the town of Warden and the village of Tarshoff, all the way up to Wurtbad. Yeah, it's not an exact route, but you get the point if you can see that. So this first leg of the journey is going to be a 2-die difficulty.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of who's going to make the skill roll. If you're
What question? What is the skill in particular?
It depends on how you're
ride?
traveling. For us,
If you're traveling on foot, it's resilience. On coach, ride. On horseback, ride. On boat, coordination. Anything else, nature lore.
And we're on a coach, so technically that's agility.
That's
you're,
ride.
You're on a coach, and you have two people. Whistler and Arsteo are on horseback.
So right now it's a straight agility roll for me then.
Mm-hmm.
No, you have an expertise die too because you got ride.
I don't have an expertise right because I don't have ride.
Well, then I'll roll it because I've got it.
All right then. Why we settle that dispute then?
And me and Mike are gonna have to roll for coach. Straight agility. Rolling.
Hang on a second. Trying to get something to work. Open. Is it up that? Oh, there's the way it was acting so slow. I hate it when Steam does those auto updates.
Well, I'm ready on my end.
Same here.
Unless it needs to be changed.
Ready here.
All right. Did you make sure to make note of the fact that you're putting 2 challenge die in this?
Yes.
Yep.
All right then. So let's so Shades Bio are rolling. Is anybody else rolling?
I rolled.
All right. So we'll start since I'm going left to right. We'll start with you, Mike. What did you get?
3 successes.
All right. Shades, what do you got?
I got a big one here. 4 successes, 2 beans. One of those successes is a righteous success that re-rolled into a Sigmar's Comet.
All right. So for the purposes of that, that means you got successes. You got 1 Bane and 1 Sigmar's Comet. Okay, good. I need to make a note of that. All right. And Bio, what do you got?
Failure, 1 boon.
All right. Well, after the encounters are done, this does mean that that you will have completed this leg of the journey. But there are going to be some encounters in the process.
Thanks, Bio.
Actually, all of us do that. It's what we roll determines what encounters we get.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. So totaling all that, we've got a Bane, a Boon, and a Sigmar's Comet effect. All right. Actually, Bio, when you failed, how many challenge die did you get?
Who'd you ask?
Now, how many challenge results did you end up getting on that? Because that can be a factor.
Me, I got 2 challenge die.
All right, that means once this set of encounters is finished, you have to roll again.
Alrighty, I'll do that once it comes up.
So let's see. 1 Bane, so one unfriendly encounter. Alright, so let me move you guys over to the map.
So for those of you watching at home, basically, prepare your battle music appropriately.
And where's... Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to improvise it because one of my minis for the coach is now missing.
Uh-oh.
This is not Monk O'Clock.
This is roll 20 o'clock.
Yes.
No, not hitting the button for that one.
Alright. So do you want to roll for the friendly encounters or for the hostile encounters first?
Your call.
Let's do the hostile encounter first, because then the friendly encounters might actually turn around and help us recover from that.
Makes sense.
All right, that'll work. So let's see. 1, 2. In the normal one, I want one of you to roll a d4 and tell me what you get.
I'll do it.
Oh.
D4?
Yeah. Also known as caltrops. And if you ever stepped on one, you'll know why.
Oh, Matty got it first. So you can take his.
All right.
Okay, so. What was that? Hang on, I need to.
Oh, Lord Popo's arrived.
Hey, Lord Popo.
Oh, shit. Okay, Optimus. Okay.
Hi, Popo. Have you eaten your garlic today?
That is a good question.
Well, he's definitely had his
Okay.
LSD today.
So, as you approach, you see a coach laying on its side across the road, across the road ahead. Its horses dead in its traces, and a number of corpses scattered around the road nearby. And unfortunately, you'll have to try and move the wreckage. That's just going to be a strength, and a strength athletics check, and we're going to put 2 challenge die on that if you want to
I
try
can
and
handle
move.
that. Strength athletics?
Yep.
I was about to say,
That's all you. That's all you, Whistler.
yeah, Whistler, this one's on you, buddy.
Just straight up 5 characteristic and 2 expertise, right?
If you want to use stance die, you can.
Yeah, I think he said it was 2 challenge die, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So right now I'm sitting at 5 characteristic, 2 expertise, 2 challenge. Where's my stance? I need to find that now. It's been a couple of weeks.
Oh, he's got 2 athletics, so he's big and nimble. He's a bimble.
Bio?
I'm a bronze Strowman. You know
Actually, I think a better take would be that you're Big Mike.
Yeah, Michael Elgin. Yeah, that could work. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna roll with that. Let's see what happens. I'll take it. 2 successes, 1 boon.
All right, you managed to get it out of the way. And as you're heading back, you hear a dull moan from where the coach was when you push it out after you pushed it out of the way. And you see some of the corpses starting to shamble to their feet, with a strange hunched creature leaping at the top that echoes a blood-curdling shriek.
Ooh.
At this point, I'm drawing my pistols out. Oh boy, looks like these
Hammer.
corpses weren't entirely dead.
No, unfortunately, it would seem that your new friends were only mostly dead.
You
Oh,
mean,
God damn it.
you see, there would be mostly dead.
Oh, come on, let me have that.
It's a Princess Bride
yeah.
joke. He gets a pass.
You get a pass.
Try speed.
And I ran with the OSW joke just for the just a little extra, little extra funny.
I could have gone with either that or Jonathan Colton.
Ah, good call. Good call.
Either would have sufficed.
Alright, might as well roll initiative.
Yep. So you effectively have 4 zombies and 2 crypt ghouls.
Zambies. Zambies.
Damn wretched abominations.
All right, rolled mine.
Yep, mine's up.
John?
Got mine.
All right, give me 1 second so I can get the stuff for these. Okay, so 2 and 3, 1. Let me see what that means. Okay, so 32 for the zombies. Okay, and the zombies rolled 1 success, 1 boon, and 1 delay. And I'm just going to write the delay off as a bane. So it's pretty much.
I was gonna say that you're just gonna write that off as the fact that they have no brains.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
It's a no-brainer.
There you go.
It does mean that they have a initiative of 1. And now for the crypt ghouls. Let's see, they have a higher initiative. Because crypt ghouls are effectively running zombies. So instead of you have a mix of the Walking Dead and the Running Damned.
Huh.
Okay, so reckless one.
Shamblers and jockeys. If you want to go Left 4 Dead style.
And they have 2 successes. All right. Now let me get you guys on here. All right. Aristeo, what do you got?
I've got 2 successes and 2 boons.
All right. Anel, what do you got for me?
3 boons.
3 boons, no successes?
No successes.
Shades, aren't you glad that the dice curse has gone back to him now?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I am so grateful. Thank you, Mike.
All right. Oliver, what do you got for me?
No, I'm sorry. Been a while since I've gotten the whistle on something. 3 successes.
And finally, Falco, what do you got for me?
2 success, 1 boon. So I'll be pretty much just behind Arsteo.
All right. So it's gonna go Matty, then Shades, then Bio, then zombies. Sorry, not then Crypt Ghouls, then zombies, then Anel. On the plus side, his first action gets 3 fortune die. On the bottom side, well, he's the bottom.
Phrasing.
Murr.
All right.
So essentially, you just read off like the list like your Popo, but the reverse version.
He's on bottom. I remember how that feels. You remember that, Varric?
Phrasing.
Different season. We keep kayfabe. 2, Mike.
Yeah.
Get better dice.
Buy me a better sight than Broken Tome.
Get good, scrub.
Exactly. Whistler, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I thought. Oh, holy shit! Yeah, I just noticed. Holy crap! I'm first.
You have answered the age-old question: who's the tank?
Yes.
Who's on first?
Yes.
Exactly. For those who don't know, Who's the Tank is a World of Warcraft version of the famous Who's on First routine.
Ah. All right then. Don't know what I'm gonna do though. I just see a horde of zombies, and I need to equip. I need to choose the equipped thingamabob. Choose my first weapon.
Pickle, who gets the pickle?
Let's see, how sharp are my my long sword? As I'm gonna go with my long sword because off with their heads. I mean, they're zombies, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Is that gonna cost me a roll here? Just getting up to just this guy over here, or will it be it's gonna take 2 turns?
Roll Strength Athletics difficulty 1 because what you're effectively going to be doing is a sprint.
So strength athletics. So so that's 5 athletics. That's 2 expertise. I believe there's a fortune die in there. And you said 1 challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. With strength, that's 2 expertise. Never. That's 2 fortune. Hold on. Yep. That should be good to go. Rolling. Loading. All right. There we go. Finally. 5 successes. Uno boon.
All right, you managed to get there fast enough.
Cool.
So, what's gotten drawn? Are you going double sword, or are you going big weapon?
I'm gonna go with double sword. Basically, we're gonna try to scissor some heads off, or just swing before it. Swing, swing, bitches, swing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, when I think about it, yeah, all I need is basically if I'm going to go straight melee, all I got to do is really what's the challenge die? In this case, I got pretty much everything else set up.
All right. Because of we have one thing that we need to address, because we're dealing with zombies, which means there's going to be a fear effect.
Oh.
So I need everybody to. So because of that, everybody needs to roll discipline, willpower, and the challenge die, because of the fact that there is more of them than you. There's more undead than there are party members. It's going to be fear 2.
Rolling.
So 2 misfortune or 2 challenge?
2 challenge.
Okay, cool. 4 characteristic, 2 challenge, rolling.
Got mine.
Got mine.
Got mine.
Done.
All right, Matty, what do you got?
1 success.
All right, you pass. Mike,
True.
what do you got?
2 success, 2 bane.
You don't suffer stress, but you do suffer the frightened condition. Actually, you know what? No, never mind. You shouldn't suffer the frightened. That doesn't make any sense. So never mind on that. Shades, what do you got?
1 success, 3 boons, 1 chaos star.
You pass. Bio?
I'm using I've seen worse for this, so I added 2 fortune die to it. 2 success, 1 chaos star.
All right, you pass. None of you end up suffering fatigue. Anyway, Matty, what action are you going to be taking?
Let's see if we can chop a head off. Let's see, what can I do?
In the meantime, I'm trying to figure out what's...
Can I do 2 cuts? Since I already have the twin weapon and everything else.
Are you doing 2 cuts as conservative or reckless?
Conservative.
All right. Let's see. That's just a zombie, and their defense is... On the plus side, they don't have any defense, but you are gonna have to put 1 challenge die and 1 misfortune.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So I have 5 characteristic, 2 fortune, 2 expertise, 1 misfortune, 1 challenge.
Well, since you're using this as conservative, you need to convert at least 1 die.
So 4 characteristic, 1 conservative.
That'll work.
Done. Gotta love Netflix. It's slowing everything down for some reason. I'm only kidding. It's just loading. There we go. 4 successes, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
Damn.
Let's see. Sigmar's Comet can be... Alright, so you hit for normal damage. If there are any other enemies, you'd hit any other enemies in the immediate engagement. You could do 1 wound to each of them.
Yeah, but looking at the positioning, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Which is strategic. I don't want to get flanked by zombies.
But... Let me...
You're going to say critical in there.
First, I'm trying to clear... Because my PDF viewer is not being cooperative at the moment. So let me try something. See if this works. And it worked. All right, then. Let's see. And shit, your hand weapons. If you only have 3 boons, so you can't do an activated critical that way.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough.
But your damage is 5, and this thing has, and that does mean you can invoke the half damage rule. Matty?
Let's invoke it then.
All right.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Roll D100 and tell me the result.
You triggered his trap.
Only 5?
It's just an annoying injury, so if it performs an active defense, it adds an additional 1 recharge.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's better than nothing.
Okay, Inafune.
Hey, 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 hey.
Oh,
Hey.
no, that's too much. I'm sorry. No. That's an insult.
That's low. That's low.
Yeah, that was low.
So,
I just had to do that.
Mildra, assume the position.
Yes. Fine.
Dave!
I definitely deserve that. But on the plus side, you get to perform 1 movement action for free. So if you want, you could maneuver yourself in between 2, so you can take advantage of that 2 weapon style better.
Question: Would I take advantage of that in the same turn or in a different turn?
Different turn.
I'll move away because I don't want to get bit by a zombie.
Well, here's the options you have. You can move. You can try and move away, and you'd have to do a athletics checks because opportunity. Or you can move in between two, and use a fortune point to take another action.
All right, you know what? All right, let's play Price is Right, boys. Where do I go? Between here or between here?
I
Here
would
be,
think
boys.
more
Take
like
here.
over here.
Spot A right over here.
All right.
You
Let's
can
spend
handle.
that
You
fortune
can take
point.
the damage. We'll give you the backup you need.
Yeah, I can heal you easily.
Yeah. Fortune point. Let's do it.
All right. The unfortunate part is you can't use 2 cuts twice.
Oh yeah, because that's burned. But I could still do a regular melee attack with my 2 swords. So
You can either do that, or you can do. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll have to put that in. Yeah, you can still do a regular attack. Are you aiming it for the same one or going for a different one?
You know what? If we can knock him down in one shot, could we do it?
Yeah, you certainly can.
You sound like you want me to go after this guy next.
It's your call. I'm just looking at multiple things at once.
You're just looking at the options.
Yeah.
See, now I'm looking at it right now, and I'm flanked. So let's remove that possibility. Let's go after the guy that with the annoying injury. Let's make it a little more annoying.
All right. Go for it. Just it's still gonna be weapon skill and all, and they don't have any defense, so the only thing you have to add is just 1 challenge dice.
Not 1 misfortune. All right, so I'm removing that, and it's 5 characteristic. 2, 2, uno. Gotcha. Three successes, 2 boons.
All right, which means you get to hit for +2 damage and perform a maneuver for free.
Another same attack again. Oh, and he's dead. Nice.
Yeah. If you want to follow up with an attack or with a move, you can do that.
You know what? I put myself between this guy and the dead fellow over there. Let's capitalize on it. Why not?
All right.
Same
roll it.
Same roll. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! The dice are hot tonight, boys. 4 successes, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet, 1 righteous. That turns into another boon.
Damn.
Okay, so that's a total of so you're doing +2 damage for starters.
Yep.
And that means that's 7 damage total. And how many boons did you get total?
1 with the righteous. That's 2 boons.
Didn't you also get a Sigmar's Comet?
Yes. That makes it 3.
Yep, which means you can do 2 wounds.
So that's 2d100.
Yep.
1 roll. 2 roll. I hate that first. I hate that second roll, though. 26 and a 7.
Alright, 26 is an exhausting blow, so whenever it suffers fatigue, it suffers an additional fatigue. And 7 is a blow to the head. Suffers 1 stress. And what you ended up doing is hitting him with the pommel after you did the cut. The only downside is that you end up having to see a giant dent where you hit it.
He pommel whipped him.
So essentially, I cracked his skull in.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's that. All right. So Falco, you're up.
Whoa,
Wait a
whoa,
minute, I
whoa,
thought
whoa, whoa!
ours
You
stayed-
skipped my turn, buddy.
Our stay was before me.
Oh, God damn it!
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, this.
Nope. But I have to
This
worry
one's-
about it because guess what? Guess what, everybody? Guess what?
What?
Guess what?
What time is it, Matty?
Guess what? Oh, it's monk o'clock, mother.
Okay, that one I will take.
You definitely deserve that. Yeah.
All right. So Falco, what are you gonna do on
You
this?
did it again! You did it again! You're skipping me.
Yep. Aristeo. Also, although no one's lost on that drop. We'll do that in the next one.
Oh no, we're still getting this one though.
Yeah. Aristeo, what do you got?
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move up here. That should be as far as I can go. And I should still at least be within range of this guy.
Okay, real quick, Mildra, does Aristeo count as within close range right now?
No, he's medium.
Shit. Okay, then I can't do that right now.
It's alright. I appreciate it. Nonetheless, I don't need to be in close range for what I'm going to be doing. Now, obviously, scaring a zombie is kind of pointless. Otherwise, I'd use Thundering Shot. So instead, Snapshot.
All right. Conservative or reckless?
Reckless.
All right. 1 challenge die, 1 misfortune for snapshot.
Okay, get my stuff. All right, rolling. Oh, okay. 5 success and a Sigmar's comment. One of those successes is a righteous success, but it re-rolled into a blank.
All right, so that means you're going to be hitting for +2 damage.
Yep.
All right, and since Foxit is acting up on me, what's the damage on your pistol?
6.
And they don't have soak. So, roll D100.
Jeez, we're all getting shit rolls on these things. 6.
Blood in the eyes. Which I'm going to reinterpret in that it was technically a headshot, but you didn't. It wasn't at the brain. You shot it right in the eye, and now there's a hole.
Well, not exactly where I wanted to get, but good enough. At least I know I'm getting close to my target.
Although, there's one other thing that you should take into account. How many guns do you have?
I was about to say.
To quote Two-Face, 2, bitch.
Round 2, bitches.
So, for the second round, add one more challenge die.
All right then. Holy crap! 7 successes, 1 Bane, 1 righteous success, re-rolled into a Sigmar's Comet. So 7 success overall, but one of those was righteous.
All right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's just the results. You should see the summary.
All right, let's see.
Because the only reason I would have gotten 9 successes, but I also got 2 challenge dice.
All right, so that means, which means,
If he ain't dead, he ain't happy.
yeah, what was left of the head is now over there and over there and over there and over here.
He's over there, and up there.
All right. Falco, now you're up.
Alrighty then.
If you're gonna do
I know
Jim
I'm not gonna be. What?
If you're gonna do Jim Carrey, you gotta do it right. Whoa!
Alrighty then.
Righty then.
I'm gonna.
If only you could say if only you could say that about vaccines.
Oh.
I'm gonna. Since I can't go too far, I ain't got the range that Whistler has. I'm gonna go up there and get into guarded
Position.
Yep. See, discipline and willpower. See, willpower is 4. Any challenge to that?
1.
4 characteristic, 1 challenge die. Rolling. One success.
BRB, boys.
All right. So it's gonna be 1 misfortune die effect if that ends up going down. Now it's their turn. Let's see. 3, 4. 6. Okay, first off is this one, which is going to try and take a swing at Whistler. And let's see, so strength. Let's see. Okay, 3 characteristic, 1 reckless. Reckless and 1 fortune. Let's see. Matty's defense is
And he is BRB at the moment.
Alright, his defense is 1. So I have to add 1 misfortune. Alright, let's see if this goes. Loading, loading, loading. Keep those pages loading.
Loading, loading, loading. Right.
One success, 3 boons.
All right, what I miss?
You got hit by a crypt ghoul.
Did it do any damage?
No.
All right, all right. What? No. Really, what was the damage? Like, did it try to bite my metal armor?
He tried to bite your
However-
shiny metal ass.
Yep. It got 3 boons on the other hand, which means since it can't do a crit, but it can do a free maneuver, and it's going to try again.
Because it worked so great the first time.
By the way, for those playing at home, my total soak is indeed 9.
And it missed. It missed with 1 bane. Isn't enough to do a free disengage, but it is gonna work against it next turn. And now for the second one, which is going to attack Arsteo.
Before you do, let's just take care of a little bit of the thing, you know. Continue.
Yep. All right. So that means it's going to add another misfortune die. Hang on a sec. Let's see, what's your defense? So, 2 success, 1 fatigue.
Hey, you guys want to hear the new theme on my 3DS?
Nice.
Nice. So, but after burning some of its aggression die, that is going to mean that it's able to do 1 wound.
All right then.
No criticals, just a wound. All right, and now for these. Hang on, they're supposed to be. Okay. So now for the zombies' turn, and first off, the one that you hit is gonna try and attack you, Matty. So let's see what we got here. So 4, 2. And all right, let's roll it. Two success, one boon, one delay.
My soak is 9.
And yeah, that ain't hitting. Here. All right, and this one is gonna try again, and he's getting an extra fortune die for the amount of flanking.
Fuck a duck.
3 successes, 2 boons. So you are
Healer.
So you're getting hit with. You're suffering 2 wounds.
Don't forget, you guys had that potion I gave you.
All right, and finally, Anel, you're up.
Ah, so you did leave me stuff to kill. Thank you.
Yeah, would you kindly kill them all?
Sending humans to do an elf's work. Why do I bother with you 3?
Oh, just get in there and kill some shit.
So I'll move there, and I'll play. Let's see here. I'll go for Path of the Hawk Reckless on this first one.
The one near us, or the one closer to Whistler?
Yeah, could you ping it again?
Because one's flanking, one isn't.
All right. So you're gonna add an extra fortune die to that. Don't worry about defense. They have no defense. Although, actually, yep, they have no defense because, well, undead. You could say that their defense is offensive.
Boo!
Boo earns! Boo earns!
Do I need to hit the "You've Been Dave" button again? Because I feel like I'm about to have to.
That isn't nerve to Dave. That's more like a Sans trombone situation.
Yeah.
So just to make sure I've got my dice straight on this. So for weapons rolls, that's going reckless.
There is one challenge die though.
1 challenge die. I've got 3 expertise dice, 5 fortune dice, 2 reckless, 1 and 3 character.
Yep.
All right. 4 success, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
All right, so you're doing +2. You're doing +2 damage, and let's see, +2 damage and 1 critical. And because you're using the great sword, that means you roll twice and pick one.
Rolling. Let's go 74.
All right, 74. Severe sprain. Its physical checks gain Bane, suffer 1 fatigue. But also, there's the half damage rule. Roll again.
$35.
So get a garish scar. So 1 misfortune to fellowship, which isn't going to do much in this case because it's a ghoul. And not the good kind that we end up watching on Saturdays.
Yo.
Topical.
All right.
And
So-
I'm going to spend a fortune dice.
You mean point? So you're gonna take another swing.
With Pass of the Autumn Wind and Conserve.
All right. Add 1 misfortune die to that roll.
Ouch. 5 boon, 2 Sigmar's Comet, 1 Chaos Star. But it was a failure.
If you got 2 Sigmar's Comet, then no, it's not. Because Sigmar can count as a boon or a success. So that's a success for normal damage. I'd have you roll for critical, but that doesn't matter because dead.
Boom.
So yeah, you came in doing a dive, essentially doing a diving attack right over their heads because you have to show off. Then spun around and sliced again. So torso is over there.
And I just looked, and Arsdale just looks at him like, show off.
Mike, sorry, not Mike, Matty, Whistler, you're up.
Yo. All right.
Go for it, Whistler. Make their night.
So I got 3 assholes over here. They're all within range, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 long swords. What's it take to slice all 3 of them?
If you're gonna go with all 3 of them, you're gonna have to add one extra challenge die and 1 misfortune.
So 1 misfortune, 2 challenge die.
Yes.
Pretty much everything else is set up. I accept the challenge. Let's do it.
Challenge accepted.
Rolling. I didn't like them apples. 5 successes.
5 successes, nothing else. All right,
Yep,
that means
that's it. 5 successes.
all right. That means +2 damage. And let's see. So you're doing 7 damage, which means first off, the one you wounded earlier, dead.
Boom.
One of them, mostly close to dead. I realized And yes, I am fully aware of the irony of saying that when dealing with undead.
For the, let's call him. Let's call it double tapped.
Yeah.
We'll call it redundancy.
So 1 dead, 2 of them close to dead. But since both of them got over half damage, you know what to do.
Let's do 1 roll each, right?
Yep.
1d100, 2d100, 22 and.
All right. First one gets 22, so he has a dislocated shoulder. Inflicts -2 damage with melee and ranged attacks.
If it wasn't a zombie, I'd be feeling for him. Jesus.
Well,
Now
what
it's
ends up
that fight.
Do you remember Nearly Headless Nick from the Harry Potter movies? Imagine that with his arm.
Fuck, that's not a dislocation. That's a separation, dude.
There's still some skin on it, so nope. Like, there's still a bit of skin and muscle left on. There's just one giant-ass gash. And as for the other one, let's see. That was a 60. So minor trauma, so just 1 misfortune die to strength checks. All right, Aristeo, you're up.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure Falco and Anel can handle this guy here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sneak around back and get right behind these two. Because when they ain't looking, I'm gonna come up behind them, scatter shot.
Conservative or reckless?
Reckless, of course.
All right. I'd have you use the highest target defense, but that's a moot point. All right. Just make sure you do not get any chaos stars.
I know.
But it is going to be, you're going to be putting two challenge die and one misfortune because because doing 3 challenge die in this would be a little ridiculous.
True, but don't I also get a fortune die or 2 for flanking?
Yes.
All right, 1 or 2?
Just 1.
All right, just making sure. Okay. Rolling. All right. Whoa. 5 successes, including a righteous success that rolled into a Sigmar's Comet, a second Sigmar's Comet, and 1 stress/fatigue.
All right. Which means that you... Let's see, +3.
Oh, this is
a total of +5. That's a total of +5 damage.
Yeah, +2 wound cards.
Mm-hmm. So, one's dead, one's close, and that means he has to do wounds twice.
Oh. No, wait, is it half damage?
Yeah.
Then it's 3, because he's got 2 Sigmar's Comets.
Alright, roll it.
Oh, God.
Which would technically mean that he's at a total of 4 critical wounds. So...
He's already dead.
Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, could you list the numbers off from top to bottom?
71.
Alright, 71. Ruptured spleen. Counts as having an extra point of fatigue.
Ouch.
Next one.
46.
Mangled eye. So 2 misfortune die to checks requiring vision. The eye is just hanging there.
Man, I just have a thing for the eyes today. And 100.
AKA.
Roll twice and apply both results.
Ooh.
87 and 68.
87. You blew off his ear. And what was the last one?
68.
Ringing skull.
God damn.
Well, you are using a very loud weapon, so... Which, that technically means he suffered a total of 6 wounds, so... Dead. If you end up suffering more wounds than more criticals than your toughness, you're out.
Oh, wow.
I freaking mutilated this son of a bitch.
That is what happens when...
You massacred that zombie. You fucked it up.
Actually, I believe we have a new drop that we debuted last week that's perfect for this. Remember the one we abused?
That is indeed true. Let me find that thing real quick and hit this little button over here.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Didn't think I was going to be able to use that tonight, but well, hey ho, that's what it is.
Well, that's what happens when you turn a couple pistols into makeshift shotguns.
Which is exactly what I just did.
Yipper.
He pretty much just used hyper beam on him.
No. No, he used unibeam. Anyway, Falco, you're up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Moving up close.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use a straight attack. There's no point in wasting a card right now.
Yeah, me and Whistler took care of it for you. We left you some. We left you one.
We left you some leftovers.
Okay, 1 challenge, I assume.
Yeah.
4 characteristic, 1 challenge. Rolling.
So we're calling this zombie Takaharu?
3 straight success.
Mike, I'm gonna pretend you did not say that.
Just 1?
Yep, just 3 straight success.
Alright, so that's going to be +2 damage. Meaning it's down to 3. Half damage rule, so roll me a D100.
Actually, I get to roll 3 because of my special ability.
Alright, roll it.
Roll 1D100.
Oh yeah, that's right.
92.
You can pick 3 and choose which one.
Oops, crap. Come on. See,
Okay.
92, 87, and 62. I'll go with the 92.
92. Worrisome blow. Suffers 1 stress.
Just remember, guys, the higher numbers don't always mean better.
Plus, Sigmar God of the Empire triggers, giving me 1 more favor.
Yep. All right. It's now the zombie's turn, and it's gonna try and take a swing at the elf. So, let me roll this. Failure, 3 boons, 1 delay. So that's a miss. And Anel, it's your turn.
Finish it.
Oh, it's getting finished.
Finish him! Da da da!
Just a straight, simple attack. So it's 5 characteristic for weapon strengths, 1 fortune, 3 expertise, and 1 challenge. Six successes, 2 righteous successes, which both rolled into a 6-mark comment and a boon.
Damn!
Yeah, that thing got cut to ribbons.
Good Mike.
And because he had to be a massive show off, it didn't fall until after you sheathed the great sword. Which means it's time for me to switch audio.
Thank you. That was getting a little annoying now.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and expand some of the audio picks that I have.
I'm just glad oh, Arsteo Whistler over here.
Got it.
I'm gonna
All right.
I'm gonna first aid them both.
All right. That's gonna be 2 challenge die each.
All right, 2 challenge die each. 3 expertise. Let's see. First aid is intelligence, which is 3. 3 intelligence, 3 expertise, 2 challenge. Rolling. This one's for Whistler. Failure, 2 boons, 1 chaos R, 1 righteous success that rolls into a Sigmar's Comet.
Which technically means that that's a success. So he's up to full health.
And now re-rolling for Aristeo. Failure and a boon.
So basically, you fucked me up to good health.
No, I fucked up Aristeo.
No, what he means is, yeah, you technically fucked up, but somehow it still worked its way around and you still ended up healing him. Me, you just fucked up.
If you want, you can try again at that roll.
Okay, this time I'm going to add one of my Gesundheit to it.
All right, roll it.
What do I add to this? Because of the Gesundheit.
Hang on a second. Wrong medicine. Add 2 fortune die.
2 fortune die, 3 characteristic, 2 fortune, 3 expertise, 2 challenge. Rolling. Two success, 2 boons, 1 chaos star.
That's enough to heal him.
To think I would have to waste one of these just to heal you. Oh well, 4 more left.
But anyway, there's one.
There is because there was a boon and a Sigmar's Comet. That means there's 2 friendly encounters. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me 2d4 and tell me what each result is.
I'll do it. Roll 2d4. 3 and a 1.
All right. As you continue on the journey, you come across a group of 12 militia. They seem to be, most of them seem to be wearing hard-wearing peasants' clothes. Their only concession to uniform is that each has a yellow cloth tied around their left arm and a green cloth around their right arm. Each of them has a long bow in working order and looks to be competently used. If any of you want to talk to them to see any rumors that you might hear from them, that's going to be a fellowship charm check, 1 challenge die.
Fellowship charm, huh? I'm trained in charm, so I'll do it.
All right.
Let's see, 4 characteristic. No fortune. 1 expertise. 1 challenge, you said?
Yeah.
Let's see, 4, 1, and 1. Rolling. Oh, fuck me, running!
What?
Failure and 3 boons.
Reroll.
Rerolling. Much better. 1 success, 1 boon, 1 righteous success that rolls into a Sigmar's Comet.
You hear one. They explain that they're from Streeland to serve alongside the Streeland state troops, and one of them says any one of the Northerners even puts an eye out, they're gonna lose it because against a Streeland archer nobody misses. Of course, what he fails to omit is that's usually with the proper academies, and these people are local militias. But another one says, "No, the war will be over by midwinter. You mark my words. The Emperor's going to kick their warrior behinds all the way back to the wastes. There's naught that can stand before Karl Franz and his griffin. I saw the beast in Altdorf, you know. A right fearsome creature. I was glad it were on our side."
Aye, that be true. Sigmar, we with you.
The rest of the journey goes on without too much issue, and eventually you all end up in the town of Wertbad. And hang on. I need to switch this to. But you managed to make good because of the equipment that you guys had. You managed to make it there by nightfall. Stopping in at a nearby inn, which is a typical example of its kind. You've got a main building, a stable block, and a small forge enclosed by a wall about 15 feet high. There's a dozen or so rooms capable of sleeping up to 4 people each, and a common room that can hold another 20 altogether. Your lodgings were already paid for because, well, von Kaufmann is a man who thinks of everything. So when he had arranged for this little trip, he had made sure that they knew in advance. By having a few letters sent by pigeon to a major inn within each town. Basically provide lodgings for one night for our Steo von Brenner and company.
Kaufman, I swear to God, I swear to Sigmar, you never cease to amaze me with your little tricks.
We shall have to thank him when we return.
I'm going to hate that son of a bitch.
Although this motion was at the great annoyance of the innkeep, Goethe Holtz, who is very much a she's definitely the top when it comes to the husband and wife who run that inn. Much to the suffering of her husband and her sons and her two daughters-in-law. She basically runs the inn like a tyrant. But she does share a bit. But before you turn in for the night, you do hear a bit of a rumor. A war in the north, eh? As if Stirland didn't have enough to worry about. What with Sylvania and with Averland all unsettled, and I think them halflings in the mood is up to something.
If only they knew.
I think before I turn in for the night, I'm gonna go up and give her a couple brass, saying, "Here, so you think our stay wasn't for nothing?"
Well, I was already paid 15 crowns to house you lot.
Just call it a gesture of goodwill.
Bah. She says she takes it. It would be a stretch to call her a nice person.
So would you say she's a bit on the cheap side?
I'd say she's a bit on the bitch side.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I was getting.
So what you're trying to get at is...
Yeah, pretty much.
You know I'm right.
I walk back up to the other guys and mutter, by Sigmar, she would be welcomed in the Empire.
That bad, huh?
Oh, Sigmar would be proud, our sale.
Well, not everyone can be as joyful as you, Balco.
Joyful is one thing. Stubborn as a mule is another.
All right. Now here for what's happening next, I want everybody to roll observation.
Oh, fives. Okay, that's a 3. Any challenge to that, Mildra?
2. Because you're trying to notice a sound when you guys are half asleep.
Okay, 3 characteristics. 2 challenge.
Done.
All right. Matty, what do you got?
2 successes.
Oh, fives me. Dice gods hate me today.
Not as much as me.
No.
Okay, you go next.
Failure.
You wasn't wrong.
Failure, 1 boon.
All right, so Matt.
Oh, hey, you missed one.
Oh.
Got
Do I have to hit the monkey block button again?
No, not this time. Shades, what do you got for me?
3 success, 2 boons, 1 chaos star.
All right. Aristeo and Whistler, even though you know it's the dead of night, and all the patrons are gone, and the proprietesses, well, they live in a separate house right next to the inn, so they're not gonna be anywhere downstairs. But it sounds like there's a bunch of rustling and stuff moving around downstairs, even though it's like 11 o'clock at night.
I look over at Whistler and just silently nod my head.
He nods back. Reaches for a sword.
Yeah, and I reach for my pistols, and we're gonna quietly sneak downstairs to find out what that noise is.
Are you gonna wake up any of the others, or just you two?
I don't think we've got time. They're probably dead asleep.
Let's put it this way. If necessary, there's gonna be a big fat boom from a particular boomstick. That ought to wake people up.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I might have them roll observation later, but for now, let me move you guys up. So you're heading down.
For the record, Falco keeps half awake to study.
And we lost Matty.
Because we were still on the same map.
Yeah, so am I.
No, I saw you get kicked for a second.
Oh,
okay.
There it goes.
All right.
Yep.
That was there we go. There we go. Much more like it.
So you head downstairs, and I'll need you guys to do observation again. Because you're using all of your senses, give yourself 1 fortune die.
All right, got mine.
Got mine.
All right, Matty, what do you got?
1 success, 1 boon, 1 chaos star.
And Shades?
1 success, 1 boon, 1 righteous success rerolled into a Sigmar's Comet.
All right. They don't notice you as you peered around the corner. But what you end up seeing, if I can get this to work, hang on, it's an issue with sometimes moving between layers is a bit of a nuisance. And you see 3 Skaven assassins who have been moving stuff around trying to look for something. You hear them kind of going, where is it? Where's boxes here. Where?
Part of me kind of just want to walk up and just like one random box on. Hi, looking for this? Punch. Part of me wants to do that. But we have tactical advantage with the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Oh, part of me just wants to sit down at the stairs and he's like till he notices. I was like, hello, punch.
Actually, I might have something similar in mind. Let me take point.
Oh, dude. You thinking gun in a box?
Well,
The old
I was thinking, like, I don't know what you're looking for, but you found this. Boom!
Yeah, no. But gun in box. 2, let him open a box. 3, shot in the face.
No, once they see us, they're going to go on the attack, so we don't give them the chance. We just walk up to them. I don't know what you're looking for, but you found this instead. Boom!
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we got to re-roll initiative.
If you want to. Otherwise you can keep the same initiative that you had.
In that case, I won't be the one on point. Matty will be.
You know what?
Unless Matty, if you want to hold action, you can do that.
I'll hold action. He's got a plan. I will, however, in my turn, I already have my longsword, so that's my turn right there. That's my action.
Right. Hang on a second. Right. So. Two. 2. All right, so he held action. That. So Aristeo, you're up.
All right, and thankfully I can get right up to the guy. Let me see. Let me just check something here. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get right up on this guy. And I'm basically just going to tap him on the shoulder. Say the line like, I don't know what you're looking for, but you found this. And then hit him with a thundering shot.
Nice.
Would have been funnier to
Although,
What's up, Dak? Pow!
move one square back because you need to be disengaged from target to use thundering shot.
Ah, fair point. Fair point.
You just knock on the table then.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like going. Feel like having you go. But you found this. Hold on. I gotta set this up right. But you found this.
As funny as that is, it wouldn't be apropos.
It would break kayfabe. That's why I'm just doing the joke now.
All right. Let's see. Their defense. Their defense is 2, so add 2 misfortune die and 1 challenge die. Thankfully, they're not trained. They are not trained in discipline.
That's good. Would I get a fortune die for catching him off guard?
You would get 3.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Let me just get my die set up here.
You do see that one of them is holding a box, but it's very clearly not the box that I was hinting at.
Gotcha. Okay. Hold on. Oh. Thought I had my roll there, but messed up something. Okay. 5 success, 1 boon, 1 stress.
All right. You hit for +2. Are you doing conservative or reckless thundering shot?
Reckless.
All right. So you hit for +2 damage, and the attack generates fear 2.
And I assume upstairs we heard that.
Yeah.
It's called Thundering Shot. That should be loud enough to wake everybody up in the damn building. Hell, it's probably woke up the proprietors next door.
Falco wakes up with a start. What in Sigmar's name?
As he hears a rat get shot in the chest. And let's see. Your wrong. Okay, so that's 8 damage. And it has, and that's fear 2, so it means I've got to roll willpower. So... Oh, I get rid of those conservative die. It's 2, 2, and 2. And I'm going to add 3 misfortune die because I gave you 3 fortune. Failure, 2 banes.
Ooh.
Can't touch this. No.
Which means he suffers 2 stress. And because you did a total of 8 damage, that means half damage rule.
Rolling for critical. 50, right down the middle.
Minor nuisance. Add 1 misfortune die to strength checks.
Oh, well, like that's gonna do any good. Well, it might affect their melee.
If they're melee fighters, yeah.
Skaven assassins are essentially rat ninjas, complete with throwing stars.
Damn.
Splinter? The
No.
fucking Splinter.
No. I would reference Kamigawa, but I'm not sure how many of you played that block in Magic.
Oh, I did, yeah.
That's a nope.
I did.
By
It
the
is
way,
zoomy.
Maddie, I just saw this on Reddit, and I figured you might want to get a laugh out of this.
All right. Anyway.
I read about that. Yeah, Bruno Mars met Bruno Sammartino. We'll say it's awesome. It's awesome.
All right. So
So by
let's
now,
go
I'm probably
freaks.
making my way down.
All right. I will once the top of the initiative comes in, then I will add your mini onto the board.
And,
Yep.
and
right.
I'm joining in too.
Because I grabbed my hammer and shield, and I'm like, oh no, they did not. You do not wake up a priest sleeping.
Well, it was either that or these 3 mooks.
All right. 5.
Oh, hi. By the way, good morning. Here's your breakfast. 3 assassins trying to find something.
Actually, I made one small mistake. So the one you hit is gonna try attacking you, Shades, by throwing one of its warpstone stars.
Oh, fuck. Excuse you.
Pardon-moi. Sensitive mic, ladies
But
and
the
gentlemen.
bad news is failure, 2 banes, and
Ooh.
because that's a ranged attack, that means. Hang on a second. 1 unengaged opponent can engage in. That's within close range. You guys are both within quote-unquote close range.
Is that so, huh?
Yeah. It
Take
doesn't
it.
mean that you can engage in attack. It just means that you can get within range without having to use your move action.
I think that one's for you, Whistler.
Be right over here, I would assume.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
You can't attack yet, but you're in prime position too.
Prime
This
position
one-
get 2.
Is gonna try and hit you, Matty. So let's see.
I just go, hello. And
One success, one boon, one chaos star, one delay.
what's the damage? What? Because it's 9 soak.
5.
You ain't touching it. And it's like, well, excuse me. How rude. We're just trying to welcome you in and say hi and what can we do to help you? But apparently you're looking for something, so apparently I'm gonna have to stab you.
All right. And the third one is gonna try and go with another attack with its throwing stars at Aristeo, and that is gonna be 1 success. No, sorry, 2 success, 1 bane, 1 delay. And let's see the damage on. Yeah, that's not breaking. All right, since it's at the top now. So Falco, you're right over there. Are you going to use your same? Are you going to use your
Hey,
same?
wait, time out. Who's at the top?
You. But I said at the top of the order I was gonna add Falco.
Ah, fair enough.
Also,
Continue.
wasn't NL joining in at this point too? Because I'm pretty sure he
Yep.
heard it.
Yeah, he said he was going to join in.
All right. And you guys are when Falco and NL, when you attack, you'll have surprise. But NL, you probably want to re-roll your initiative, don't you?
Yes, I do. Two success, 2 boons.
Set. Pretty much same as me.
Say again.
2 success, 2 boons.
Okay. So, Whistler, it is now your turn. And remember, if you want to try attacking both, that is going to be that is going to be 2 challenge die instead of 1.
All right, so 5 cuirass, so 5 there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 challenge, right? That's what if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Rolling. All right, I'll take this. 3 successes, 1 righteous. That turns into a boon.
All right, so that means you're going to be doing +2 damage. I'm assuming you're using your sword and not the axe.
Yeah, long swords.
All right. So that is 7 damage.
And I am rolling the D100s.
Yep, one of them's dead, and the other one you critted.
All right, the other one critted at 50. By the way, for those wondering, I was thinking of that scene in Deadpool. My boyfriend's, I don't know what you're thinking. My boyfriend said this was in a superhero movie. But this superhero turned this guy into a fucking kebab.
Yep. So it's a simple tactic. You swing for one, a half turn pirouette, and use momentum to swing for the other and cut its head off.
Off with his head.
Decapitation!
There.
Yes,
It is
sir.
dead. And you, hold on. I shall now teach you about French kissing. Anyway, let's see. Aristeo, you're up.
Alrighty then. Well, I see Whistler's got that one pretty much covered, so I'm gonna go up to. I'm gonna get up close and personal with this one, and by that I mean close quarter shot.
Reckless.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. And fortunately, there's no other enemies engaged, so you can go with this. The defense is going to be 2, so add 2 misfortune die.
All right. There we go. Okay, all right. 2 success, 1 boon, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
All right, so that's +1 damage and a critical.
All right, roll for the critical. Got an 80.
All right. Let's see, your 6, so that's 7 damage. Critical was an 80, so let's go with a sickening blow. You count as having an extra point of stress while you're affected by this wound. Which means... But you also end up breaking the half damage rule, so roll again.
49.
Unfortunately, it's just a minor nuisance. 1 misfortune die to agility checks. But on the other hand, I ask again, how many guns do you have?
The answer in French, deux.
And the best part is that close quarter shot doesn't need a recharge.
Yep. So you can do again and add 1 more challenge die.
Or if you're the Brooklyn crowd at Takeover, two sweet.
All right, and I got that here. Where was my? All right, what about my dice roller? Here we go. 5 success, 1 boon, 1 stress.
Which means +1 damage and critical again. Yeah, you're suffering 1 stress, but that's gonna be a moot point. Roll D100 again.
And actually no, 2, because I know for a fact I got half damage again.
Yeah.
$92 and 23.
All right, 92, worrisome blow. So that's 2. So that's now 2 stress and a misfortune die to willpower checks. And what was the other one?
23.
3. Disoriented. His mental checks gain Bane. Suffer 1 stress. Not that it matters because with 14 damage, that's still overkill.
I was gonna say, if I did half damage tries, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, there's a giant black hole. There is a giant black hole. Well, not necessarily black, but there is a hole where his heart is.
Holy scaper, Batman!
All right. And Arsteo, not Arsteo, sorry. Falco, you're up. Bio?
I look over at them and I go like,
Oops, sorry, I had my mic off.
Sorry, and I look over at those two and I'm like, about time you two showed up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be woken up.
By the way, wakey, wakey, eggs and death bakey.
I'm jumping off the table and doing Sigmar's hammer. Reckless.
All right.
See. Weapon skill.
Their defense is 2, so you're going to be putting 2 misfortune die on there.
See, weapon skill. That's 1 trained, and then 4. See. 3 in that, 1 in that. 1 expertise. You said 2?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 characteristic, 1 reckless, 1 expertise, 2 challenge. Rolling. Oh, for fuck's sake!
What?
Failure 2 boons.
Reroll, add 2 fortune die.
Better. 2 success, 2 boon.
All right, so that is plus 4 damage and 1 critical.
Which gives me another favor, but I can't use my special ability again. Rolling 1d100.
You're rolling twice.
Oh, okay then. 1d100. 5 and 39.
Yeah, your Warhammer does 5 damage base, and you just added that to do 9 damage.
5 and 39.
All right. 5. Annoying injury. Active defenses add an additional recharge. And 39. Headshot.
Perfect, because that's what I was going for.
Yep. Your hammer comes down on the poor guy, and it's the head doesn't explode. What ends up happening is that he ends up getting flung over into the wall and gets kind of stuck. But because of the fact that he used Sigmar's hammer, when it hit, it first off you had of course the golden glow, and second off you effectively hit it like you're using a one-handed baseball bat, and once the blow hit, everybody heard the sound of a temple bell.
I rang your bell, didn't I?
And dead.
AKA.
Of course, there is one other drop we could use for getting knocked out like that.
Of course, but it was the end of the fight. One of those things.
Yep.
But I believe you were talking about this one.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Yep.
Keep this in mind. Don't wake me up again. And then I walk back to my room.
Okay. Now is anybody left?
Remind me
Anybody
not
left gonna try and search the bodies?
Already thinking about it.
Yep, let's do it. Also, hey, buddy, sir, remind me not to talk to him in the morning.
That makes two of us, Whistler. Trust me. The last thing I want to do... I'm pretty sure we've already pissed him off enough. Come on, let's search these
I get
things.
the feeling you two are glad that you travel on horseback instead of on the coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And anyway, so for that it's going to be use either observation or intuition.
All right. It's the same for me either way, so...
That would be what, intelligence, right?
Yeah, and Mike, you can join in on this roll if you so want to, because well, combat's over and you may as well check the bodies.
You didn't do much else this fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficulty level 2.
Do challenge. All right, gotcha.
All right, got mine.
Got it.
Got it.
All right, Matty, what do you got?
2 successes.
All right, nice. Mike?
1 success, 1 bane.
Alrighty then. And Shades, what do you got?
2 success, 1 Sigmar's Comet.
Okay. You managed to find what's not too far removed from the kind of stuff that Scrab had when you fought him in the sewers. A few warpstone throwing stars that end up slowly disintegrating when you inspect them. A weeping blade, which is basically a knife made of warpstone. And you also find a note that basically you can barely read it because of the god awful handwriting, but it simply says, "Master wants the box. Get the box."
We get precious. I can't do Gollum. It's the vibe I get out of that, man.
Well, you are dealing with rats, but you see that one. But you had noticed that one of them was carrying what looked like a cargo box. Because they were told to get the box, they weren't told what it looks like. So essentially, somebody really wants that bell clapper.
I was about to say, I guess they're looking for a box of clapperjacks.
They're probably looking for that one prize in that box then.
This is a...
Yep. Although not because of the mess that's been made of the place, it's pretty likely that somebody's going to end up having to call the watch, which brings us to the conclusion of who's going to do the smooth talking and who's going to do the cleanup.
Unfortunately, our smooth talker went to bed.
Not it.
Not it.
Thanks, assholes.
Neither one of you are as dumb as you lead on to be.
Too sweet me for that, brah.
Too sweet.
You should have seen that coming, dude.
Fuck off.
Which, well, you are the draw, the female nobility vote, and you're the second closest thing that there is to a smooth talker, being from nobility.
That's true.
So, which unfortunately means that the remaining two of you have to handle the cleanup, i.e., body disposal.
I'll deal with the damn watch. You clean this mess up.
All right, let's get the hefty bags, or the equivalent, of course. Sorry,
Knapsacks.
Get the burlap.
All right. As you finish arguing, you hear a knock at the door, and you see what looks like a local militiaman and a couple people who one of them is unarmed, the other two are wielding halberds, and he goes, Excuse me, sir. We heard what sounded like gunfire. Is everything all right in there?
Thankfully, yes, everything is under control. We had a couple of scavers come after us, but they've been dealt with.
Scavers? I didn't know those things still existed.
They're becoming a lot more frequent, believe it or not.
Are you sure it was scavers and not just some bandits?
Would you like to come and inspect the bodies yourself?
Actually,
And L takes his sword, cuts one of the heads off, and throws it over into a air stove.
Yeah. You immediately see him step off to the side, and you hear the very obvious sounds of retching. You just tossed a friggin' giant rat head at his direction. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Most of the time, militiamen are used to dealing with bandits, not monsters.
Apologies for my associate there. We've been so used to dealing with kind of unusual encounters like this that I guess we forgot that you guys aren't used to that.
Pack up and get your arses out of here by morning, and I'll forget I saw this shit.
We already intended
He says he's very much in a bad mood over that.
Already our intention. Sorry to the trouble, my friends.
Let's go. He immediately leaves. I will admit that when it came to that scene, I was ripping off the beer bottle scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh God!
You guys want a Tic Tac? Get the fuck out of here!
And of course, as soon as I can tell they're out of earshot, I just bust out laughing. Like, and now I don't know whether to kill you or kiss you for that brilliant move.
And now, next town, buy you an ale.
Make that too, my
fortunately, consider yourself thankful that they are not inclined to call in something like a witch hunter over this, because, well, you know their reputation.
Yep.
And anyway, eventually morning comes along. thankfully, you managed to do a mostly spotless job. If there's any smell, somebody will just say, "Oh, it's just the stables. They haven't gotten cleaned out yet." And somebody asks, "I don't think horse manure smells like that. It's the stables."
And I come out of my room grumbling.
Oh, you at least managed to catch up with breakfast. It's just that it's broth and potato, and a broth, potato, and a loaf. That's breakfast around here.
Oh, lovely. The same thing I got at the temple. How quaint.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
And I just shoot him the darkest glare I can.
And I just say,
and
"Oh,
Ollie's
quit your
got that
bitching."
shitty.
And I just look at him, Falco, quit your bitching. It's not our fault we had issues last night.
At this point, Ollie's got that shit-eating grin on. He don't give a fuck. It's levity for him.
Mm-hmm. Levity or leverage?
That's a good question. The answer is yes.
I was waiting for that.
But anyway,
Do any of them still have any fatigue on them, or was that healed up?
No,
Right.
that was healed up over the rest.
All right.
But at least now you have another clue in the fact that apparently it seems that you've gotten at least a little bit of the Cowl's attention if he's going to send assassins to get that clapper back.
So, what'd you find on the bodies?
They were after the clapper that you took.
Well, they're gonna have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands.
But it seems our cowl is interested in us now. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Hey, all right. Now all we gotta do is show up at the town, wait for him to show up, and beat him up.
Yeah, so when he does, I'm going to shove my hammer straight up his ass.
Nah, before he gets a gut full of sword and a face full of hammer.
If it does end up being that easy, I will be amazed.
You do overhear a bit of news, and for the news in particular, both of you, I want 2d4s rolled and tell me the results.
I'll get it.
Is that for everybody?
Whoever wants to do it.
I got it. 3 and 2. I already got you, Mike. Don't worry about it.
The elector counts are stirring, and armies from Nuln, Talabheim, and Striland have set out to join the Emperor. Also, you found out that the Emperor's army joined up with forces from Middenheim and Talableckend. Have I mentioned that the Empire is very German? including a strong contingent of the Knights of the White Wolf, the Knights Panther, and R. Ulrich himself. It won't be long now before they face the enemy. And there was one other comment that apparently this is viewed to be the largest. This is the largest army assembled in the Empire, according to some, since Third Black Fire. The Emperor set out from Altdorf a few days ago at the head of the Reichsguard and a very large army. The Grand Theogenist has accompanied him, leading a contingent of Sigmarite priests, flagellants, and zealots.
Oh, brother.
Also, one of the nobles who is there was also somebody said, "Wait, you're von Brenner? Looking at Arsene and goes, is your brother? And of course, this is one of the this is one of the criers is saying that is. Look, Lord von Brenner are you the brother of Adolphus?
Why would you be asking this?
I heard of von Brenner was had commissioned his own army of gunmen to join in the war effort. His note according to the rumors was better one of us go than none of us.
Seems like your brother's hunting for glory.
It's my family. Are you really that surprised?
The implication is of course that he's going because in his mind, by being a successful general, or at least in his mind, he's not even going to be a general. He'd probably just be a group of outriders. His mindset is he'll be able to show that he's the better brother because, well, even though he's older than you, that's only by about a year. Unfortunately, he is less subtle than you.
Oh, bro,
that's saying something.
I remember your brother too. He was worse than you were.
Trust me, I know, and that is saying something. I'm aware. There's a reason I am considered the black sheep of the family.
Ironic.
I know, isn't it?
But after breakfast is settled, it's probably a good time to be true to your word and get everything packed.
Yeah.
Thankfully, doesn't take too long, and because of that, you guys are heading off to the next leg of the journey. And let me get the map out. So, moving you guys back onto the map, and let me do another. I want freehand. You are going to be going further north along the path. Thankfully, with more open road. And yeah, I realize that my freehand is not very good. And ending up in Talabheim. So right here.
Cute.
Which means that thankfully you are one third of the way through, and you'll be 2/3 of the way through the journey by the end of next week. But for now, let's take care of the wrap up, because that's where we're dropping off for now, with you guys leaving for Talabheim before you end up causing any more trouble.
It's not our fault, damn it! Anyway.
Stares at Mike.
It was a quick solution.
All right. So thank you guys for joining us as always here on The Enemy Within. Let's talk about what's happening the rest of this week here on RVTV. Let me just load this up here. Of course, tomorrow night, Ranger Recap Live. Join me and Matty along with Easy Riders. We check out the latest episode of Power Rangers Ninja Steel. And of course, check out your emails and comments of the week. Join us for that tomorrow at 9 here on RVTV. Friday, it's the WrestleCast Live. Join Matty Jay and TWK as they talk about the wrestling. Oh, excuse me.
Did you forget something?
I may have. Oh,
I
that's
am
right.
not
Yeah, you're gonna be out
here
of
on
town.
Friday.
Fuck. Never mind. No WrestleCast this
For
Friday.
for those wondering, there is a WrestleCast mini available on RVT Entertainment. We reviewed both NXT TakeOver Brooklyn and, of course, SummerSlam. So there you go.
All right, so there is that. No WrestleCast on Friday. My bad. Mind blank. Force of habit. What we will have is Saturday. Is the Helmsman with Tony Helms and the gang playing more games online for you. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So check that out Saturday at 5. And they'll be doing it again on Sunday since there's no Toku Riffs. We're obviously, as we just mentioned, Matty and Easy are going to both be out of town. So we will have no Toku Riffs. Tony Helms will be taking over there. What we will have is on Monday is the next edition of MetroCon Live. Join me as I debut the next of the MetroCon events, the Rhythm City Chronicles. Get ready to dance to the music. Search for Hopes and Dreams, happening Monday at 8. Tuesday, it's Rift Down with TWK and the crew, checking out the latest WWE SmackDown and providing their randomness like they always do. So be sure to join them for that Tuesday at 8. And of course, come back here next Wednesday for the next edition of The Enemy Within as we continue our journey on our way to Taldenheim. And find out what encounters will wait for us there. So join us for that next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live, right here on RVTV. And of course, if you wish to support us in all of our venues, you can follow us on all of our social medias located in the description below, as well as Patreon, my Patreon. Even just $1. $1 is all I ask. You know, it's optional, but it is greatly appreciated. $1 from each of you would be enough to start saving up to make some money off of this. So that'd be greatly appreciated if you guys could donate even just that. But
That we need a new camera.
yeah, especially right now because we're in the process of getting a new camera, so I could use all the money I could get to get that taken care of. A new camera means better videos for you guys. So definitely, please, that would be greatly appreciated. In the meantime, I want to thank you guys for joining us as always here on RVTV. On behalf of our DM, Mildra the Monk.
My name is Mildra. I'm your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody.
On behalf of BioHybrid.
I'm BioHybrid. Shine on, you crazy diamonds.
On behalf of Mike Shell.
This is my show reminding you to who leave in Fez mode.
And on behalf of Matty Jay.
Help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible.
Who was that for?
It was Shades O'Clock, you know.
Oh, fine, fair enough. I'm the Shades, and we'll see you guys next time. Rock on! To Eric Vaughn and Kieran for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going.